Greetings and salutations. This is Pandora the Eclectic. Adjusting the camera. Acting a little off lately, just, you know. But, besides that, I'm here to talk about a certain movie that I've seen recently. As you know, I'm an avid fan of Daniel Radcliffe. So, but before I go into it, first of all, I want to apologize for the last few videos having to be not on the screen. I think part of it was I've been getting to these a little later than normal, so sorry. For those people who like that format, just put the links down below. Let me know. But however, for the people who are just now watching it and seeing it for the first time, well, without further ado, there is horns. Yes, this movie is basically about if I guess Daniel Radcliffe really was the devil. Yeah, he's the devil. Or at least that's what you're supposed to get out of the deal. To basically, they don't explain how he gets it, other than he's been born with this ability. However, we go back into the story where basically he a I can't remember what his name starts with. Advice is like, well, oh, Ig. There we go. This guy named Ig has a girlfriend who he's just absolutely infatuated with, and you just go through this story of him finding out how she was killed. I guess he's labeled with this death, but apparently, if he did, can't remember it. Like, at all, as in, he didn't do it. But, didn't do it. But, the story kind of goes along, like, I guess it seems to be wherever he goes, one, people kind of notice the horns on his head, which are still on the cover. But it's nice little, satyr horns. And they seem to be walking up to him and just saying, like, all these little things in their head. All the bad things that they want to do. That's typically would only stay in one's head. Yeah. Like, apparently there's this mother who has a daughter who just keeps crying and throwing a fit incessantly, and turns to him and says, I wish I could just punch her. It's really vile, though. I'm thinking about this being rated R. Um, and of course, Daniel or Ig in this position is like, I don't think you should do that. It's like, and why would you say that to me? Hey, they're in a doctor's office somewhere, so just put it that way. And I guess when he goes up to the receptionist starts spouting off some things to him as well that she would love to do to the mother and that child. Now, and now, mind you, She stops at words. No physical anything, just words. But those words are basically like, will you kindly shut your little brat up? You no account bitch thing? Which I'm like, and she does it. They both do something horrible, but, well, okay. One does something horrible. But yeah. Then you get to the child who, I, I guess, says to him like what she would love to do to her mother because I guess she wanted to set her mother on fire, is what she says. Yeah. To kind of roughly explain it, because, yeah. um, okay. Like, and I think, I guess maybe Egg had to walk up to her. She tripped over him, and she, he ended up holding her or something. Close enough, or got close enough to her where he found out that I guess she's been cheating with somebody else behind her back, and I guess the daughter knows. So, explains why the child ain't too happy about it. So yeah, it kind of goes on like that. That's this first instance, and then it's inside the doctor's office where you have the nurse and the doctor talking to him, and the nurse, I can't quite remember what the nurse says, but he says under the bed like, I really don't know what I'm doing this examination. Kind of making me a little uncomfortable here. Thanks, Doc. Because yeah, he's going in to remove the horns. But as it goes along, I guess they both decide later on they put him under, and he dreams back to when he was a child or something like that. And I guess he starts remembering how all this stuff works. Or not how this stuff works, but how he and his friends and um what, something to do with a cross or something. Hey. But yeah, it just goes back to like memories before. I'm not gonna tell you the entire thing because I can barely remember it. But I will still say, yeah, this is an interesting. I mean, like I said, it's rated R, not rated R for nothing, you know. But basically, hey, story goes on like that. He runs into all these different kinds of people, and seem to be have some actual who want to do all these like horrible, wicked things, and primarily because how the you know brings the devil out of you. Nice little tile cover on the DVD cover. So yeah, um, runs into all these different kinds of people. Runs into like the nicest the to a girl. who I guess most people just never seem to want to have anything to do with for whatever reason. Basically, they called it trash. And yeah, I will, and it gets kind of closer and closer to the finding out who actually killed him, which I won't spoil for you if I haven't spoiled too much. But yeah, it's um, I'll probably have to say this was an interesting experience of a film that I've ever had, and I must say I was the other Daniel Radcliffe films, because besides the ones with Harry Potter. Not that I don't like Harry Potter, love it, but this was just kind of like, wow, okay, you know. But it was enjoyable though, confusingly enjoyable, but enjoyable nonetheless. Um, what did the only thing I found really, I mean, there's cursing, like, and there's a point where he's using the F word more than once, and I'm like, yeah, keep driving. But however, um, oh, I got only one question. Why does it sound like that's not his voice? Seriously, Daniel, you have an awesome voice. Use it. People who don't like working with English people, who make films with English people in them, and then dub a American voice actor, whoever the hell you got to do it with, fuck off. You're bringing the devil out of me. Yeah, that was the only thing that was irritating about this. So, about that. Part of me was like, that can't be his voice. That cannot be his voice. Oh, by the way, um, just to let you know, for those who might have septophobias, fear of snakes, there will be snakes. I'm sure he talks to one, I think. So, puts that whole parcel mouth thing into perspective now, doesn't it? Anyways, wouldn't suggest this for someone who's a staunch Christian, okay? Really wouldn't. But for everybody else, awesome. Anyways, this is Pandora telling you all to keep it frosty. And how to put it? Since I don't think frosty is quite the way I want to say it. It the hell with ya.